Hey, Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com, and I want to talk about Tesla today. Now, this stock has been like a lot of stocks. It's been kind of languishing below the 50-day moving average, which is generally what you don't want to see. We've seen it with other stocks. Microsoft kind of struggling here. Now it's breaking out. Some of the others, well, Apple, this is still just sucking the hind tailpipe, getting nothing but gas fumes. But essentially, this is the way I look at it. Nothing good happens below the 50-day moving average. So nothing good was happening here, but now, hello, we're in a different market. Stock is up. I've got about an hour and a half left to go on the trading day, and this stock is up already above the average volume over the last 20 days. So my bet is that by the time, excuse me, by the time this thing closes, we'll have appreciably higher volume. So this will be a real confirmation day of a breakout, and I'm looking at this as a breakaway gap. Now, this is still, if you just kind of draw a box around the price range, it's still kind of in the high end of this big box starting from July down to August. And so you got to look at the upside as being, well, maybe another 9%-ish, that type thing. Though in this market, 9% is pretty good. Morgan Stanley upgraded Tesla to overweight. I suspect we'll be seeing others. Gradually every EV manufacturer on the planet is starting to adopt Tesla's format, their protocols, whatever you want to call it, their system of charging stations, which some people think, well, that's sure benevolent of Elon Musk. They're going to get paid for it, guys. And so this is a real boon for Tesla stock, for stockholders. But here's what I really like about this. And true disclosure, I'm long this. I bought some calls, long-dated calls, and then sold some far out-of-the-money short-dated calls just because candidly, I got a little bit of a late start on this. And so I'm financing it by supposedly limiting my upside, but I sell calls of such an expiration and strike price combination where the odds of me getting called out of those are very, very low. So I'm effectively financing my long trade and dropping the cost basis there down to a more reasonable one. But this is what I like about this. Look at the weekly chart. Okay, if we go out like this, you can see this is just like the slope of dope here. Or if you're a disciplined trader, it would be known as the slope of nope. But as we look at the stock now, this is really what I've got my eye on. I've got my eye on this 300 level. Right now the box is here. But can you imagine how this is going to work if the stock breaks above this level? I think it can pretty easily go, I'll say it, I think it could pretty easily go to 400. I'm not saying it's going to from here, but I'll go out on a little bit of a limb, and it's a thick limb, that if the stock breaks through 300, it's going to run to 400. This is still, after all this time, it's still kind of a religious stock among some people, and I think that this will really work. That's my bet. My plan is that once this runs above this 300 level, that's when I'll really be increasing my position, kind of pressing my bets. But that's only because the stock will be telling me that I'm correct. If the stock's telling me that I'm correct, then I'll say, well, thank you very much. I'll buy more. I'll take a longer position. But if the stock's telling me, well, you may or you may not be correct, well, then I need to kind of pull in my horns a little bit and focus more on the risk of loss rather than the risk of missing out on a big gain. Make sense? I hope so. I will see you guys next time. Hope you're having a good day. And if you haven't tried Stock Market Mentor or Option Market Mentor, give it a try. It costs you $7, okay? And I don't charge a commission for that.